And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's WCTV Game of the Week here at Brentwood High School as the Franklin Rebels and visit the Brentwood Bruins here on Week 10, last week of the regular season on senior night here at Brentwood. 36 seniors being honored earlier. I'm Paul Brees and Matt Hill. And Matt, rivalry, save the best for last.
No doubt about it. And you see that we got a little weather conditions here as our cameraman's wiping off the lens. Nice and frosty here tonight. Some good football weather, the first we've had this week, and we're expecting some fireworks here tonight.
The weather in Texas, not quite like this.
No, and even if it was cold, we wouldn't have the precipitation.
Well,
both these teams got a lot on the line here.
Absolutely, and Franklin 4-5 on the season. If they pull out a victory, they may sneak in the back door of the 6A playoffs. Brentwood already has a lock. Now they're hoping they don't slip up and lose a home field game. So a lot riding on this game, and we are off as Meredith kicks it off into the wind, Matt. And
no return.
That is going to be a big factor tonight.
Yeah. You talked about Brentwood already having it wrapped up. Last week, though, lost that perfect season. We'll talk about that in just a second.
Now there's Martinez, Schumpert, and Winfrey, the quarterback. Caldwell, Mayer, Teichman, Green, Morris, Pickard, Zimmerman, and Woods. And, of course, if you've seen Brentwood play this year, they go with a two-quarterback system, Austin Winfrey and Aaron Mayer. And both of them switch out every play.
Man, to watch those got the ball right now, Ben Green.
And he is, whoops, that may be a little late. As Ben Green is the guy, Matt, over 1,000 yards for the season.
You see he was moving to the left. You're going to see a lot of that as well tonight.
And the defense really going to have to step up for Franklin. Bacon, Tate Mullman, the sophomore, Warren, McCurley, Cahan, Katera, Harrison, Winstead, Garrett, and Beasley.
Very young team.
And here's Mayer handing off to, I believe that's Martinez. And he picks up a nice gain. And Matt, you talk about Brentwood and their 4-point stance off on their offensive line and going left and pounding the rock with Ben Green, and they can always have the counter backside.
Yeah, it's like 1950s Oklahoma football right here, man.
Minus Marcus Dupree.
That's right. Well, that wouldn't be 50s.
Oh, no, you're right.
The best that never was.
Absolutely. So the wing tee, go back to Martinez. And he's going to lean forward for the first down.
Nice hard-nosed running. And, it just seems like, you hear so much about Ben Green, and rightfully so, but this offensive line just does such a great job of creating a new line of scrimmage and opening up holes no matter who gets the ball. They are picking up yards and picking up first downs.
Well, and Franklin's got to stay motivated. They can't let Brentwood get off on them early. There's the fullback, 37, David Meehan, and he is also a great option to have, Matt, in short yardage situations.
Yeah, and he is a devastating run blocker. That term's not thrown out loosely up here by us. That guy, he brings the wood.
Well, as you see, 81 degrees yesterday, and it's got to be below 50 with this wind. I mean, it is unbelievable. There's backside Ben Green. This time he is bottled up.
He is, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Yeah.
Third and about 4. Big opportunity here for Franklin. Now make it third and about, 4. Third and 4.
Well, last week Brentwood stumbled at Blackman, a Rutherford County team, Matt, and anytime you travel to the Murfreesboro region, it's always going to be tough.
Still, they kind of gave that game away in a lot of people's minds, including these Bruins.
There's Martinez. And
the ball's on the ground.
And it is picked up
Franklin
by the Rebels.
Has it.
And number 6, Austin Winfrey.
And that's the type of plays that got him in trouble last week against Blackman. And tonight, that's what Franklin's going to have to do if they're going to be careful. There you see Martinez, not really carrying the ball too loosely, didn't look like, but gets hit and it just goes flying. And Winfrey there to pick up that ball, and it's going to be Rebels ball on the 49-yard line here in the first quarter. Franklin could not have asked for a better start to this game.
Well, just enough moisture, Matt, to make things a little problematic for both teams. And now the key to this is when we have the Franklin offense and Joe Critchlow, only a sophomore, but out of the shotgun for about 95% of the snaps.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how Critchlow comes out. We saw him early in the season, and he looked just crisp, He's got a man too long. And that's what I was about to say. We saw him earlier this season, and he did not look like a sophomore. He looked like a seasoned veteran. But as the season has gone on, he seems to have digressed a little bit. We'll see what we got tonight from him.
Well, you see Critchlow, Colton Morrison, the senior running back, Taylor Hill, Flemister, the intended receiver on that play, Garrison Matthews, probably the leading receiver. Then the guys up front that's got to make it happen tonight, Butler, Murphy, Bell, Philby, and Moolman, the last two sophomores. So a young group out there playing a lot of time. And you got to give Coach Webb a lot of credit.
Well, he had it dialed up.
No, the numbers are against him, against a great defensive team in Brentwood, and they've got to pull out all the stops. In week 10.
Critchlow had to make that pass. I mean, man's wide open, no pressure. He's got to put it in there.
Well, the defense, they are stoppers. Mayer, Martinez, Colton, Mulaney, Lee, Red, England, Thetford, Woods, Zadek, and Hall. And you can put anybody out there when it comes to the seniors, and they can cover some ground out there, Matt.
Lots of playmakers in lots of different positions.
3rd and 10. And that is dangerous, Matt, when you don't see the backside guy.
And that's what we talk about. He didn't see the backside guy, but he tucked it well before he had to tuck it. I mean, you see he's got happy feet. I think he's been getting hit a lot this season, and now it's changed his total demeanor. He started looking to run that long before he had to. See, he ducks it and runs when he's got nobody around him. And he doesn't see the backside guy coming back around him. If he'd stayed in the pocket, he'd have been fine.
Well, Meredith in punt formation with the wind. And this should be a pretty good punt. Marsalis, no gloves, and he takes it. And one of the few times
miss 4
that we have seen him
make it 5.
Matt, that's one of the few times we've seen Marsalis be able to return it. A lot of teams kick away from him.
And you see why right there. Made 5 different Rebels miss. And he should have been bottled up right from the get-go and dropped inside the 20-yard line. But instead he does a little shaking and baking to make some people look silly and drags it down all the way down to the 38-yard line. And the Bruins are set again if they can just hang on to the ball.
Well, we'll see. Brentwood comes back after the fumble off the first offensive series. So 1 series each, and we're still scoreless. And here comes a pass. Oh, and that is a duck, but Shumpert's going to get it, and I believe he was hit a little early.
I'm agreeing with you, and Shumpert is not happy. He is giving the ref the business. Better be careful himself.
Yeah, this is
I don't blame him one bit, though.
Well, hopefully we're going to take a look here at the replay as the ball hung up in the air a long time, Matt. And, again, the conditions probably played a factor in that.
Agreed. And, the DB probably thinking the ball's going to get there a little sooner than it does. But he definitely touched him.
Well, Brentwood's 2nd and 10. And the toss. Oh, nice play. And Caldwell on the tackle. And that's, I believe that's Kenneth Garrett.
Garrett is kind of a one-man wrecking crew sometimes on defense. There you can see the replay, and yeah, he gets there just a fraction early, and that was almost the same angle that the referee saw. Looked a little different from our angle, looked a little bit worse, so maybe I can kind of understand that, but he definitely was there early.
I'm going to bring it up 3rd and about 7.
Another 3rd down. Last time we had a turnover. Big play for this Franklin defense.
And a little behind him is Winfrey to Shumpert. And Shumpert did the right thing, though, Matt. He extended all the way out to the first down marker before he turned around. And a lot of times you'll see guys that run short and be short of that catch. So
you're right.
Even though it was wide and just a bit outside, 4th down for the Bruins in a punting situation, which doesn't happen a whole lot. Well, the line drive is going to hang up due to the wind, and Luke Hill
drops. Oh, Hill very fortunate to come down with that ball. Here we've seen the elements definitely affecting this game early so far.
Absolutely. Matt, it's like a knuckleball out there hanging up.
That thing, it looked like you had some low trajectory going, but it just died. It came straight down, and then when that happens, he's having to adjust on the fly. You got a wet ball on the ground. Lucky that Mr. Hill was able to hang on to that one. No relation.
Well, Let's see what Donnie Webb, the head coach for the Rebels, has here for the second offensive series. And that's going to be Morrison.
Pick up about 3.
If they can make a manageable third down at short.
Make it 4. Yeah, I'm with you.
And there's Coach Webb, first year.
If he's able to pull this one out tonight, he definitely deserves a spot in the playoffs. And huge, even without it, with taking over the way he did with this young group, they've done really well so far this season.
Critchlow, and he's got a man. And that is a great catch to number 20, Max Taylor. And
that's what we saw early on from Critchlow in the season. You know, he's got the man wide open, puts the ball up high enough where his receiver can run underneath it. Does a great job of understanding that he's about to get hit after he catches it, brings it in. Huge play.
Well,
the Rebels are moving.
Absolutely. Defensive breakdown by the Bruins. And, Matt, sometimes if we've seen Brentwood about 2 or 3 times, and I think if there's a weakness of this defense, it's got to be the secondary.
I'm agreeing with you.
You run against the front 7, and you're going nowhere fast.
Yeah, no doubt about it. As has been so far tonight. And the other thing that's helped this secondary is the fact that they really can come after you. And when they get up on you 2 or 3 touchdowns, they know you're throwing the ball, and they just pin their ears back and come out and tee off. So they can mask that a little bit. But if you can stay close, you can exploit that.
Critchlow trying to scramble. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
And that time, I think that throw maybe gave Critchlow a little bit of confidence shut there. He was moving, but the whole time he was looking downfield, had the ball cocked, wanted to throw it. So that's what we saw from Critchlow early in the season, and that's what he's got to keep doing.
Well, Mark Pemberton, again, first-year head coach, is going at it. And you could throw out the records of both of these teams. 8-1, Brentwood, 4-5 for Donnie Webb and the Rebels. It is all about Week 10, and
that's going to be very close. I think we're going to be going for it here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's Colton Black. That is a Colton Black sighting, Matt.
Oh, yeah. And 2 years we've been missing him.
Yeah, he has been bitten by the injury bug, and lo and behold, gets a carry right there. Kind of reminds me of Warren Norman for Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
big
no
year a couple of years ago, and then just injury, couldn't get over it. And now Week 10, and we have a false start.
Oh.
And that is disastrous on 4th down.
4th and 1.
Yeah.
Wow. Make it 4th and 6.
Well, if you're Franklin, you got nothing to lose.
I'm surprised they were playing around there. And what are they doing? Okay.
Oh, they're going to kick a field goal, Matt. I mean, they got the wind. Any points is better than no points.
I don't know.
And you're at the 20. You're marking at the 35, a 45-yarder with the wind. And DeFada. Oh, my.
Nope.
No chance at all. He's probably got about 41 in him, even with the wind.
Yeah, I don't care. You're playing to go to the playoffs here. Well, this is your season right now. Lay it on the line. Don't leave it on the field. I don't agree with that at all. You're sending a message to your team as well right there,
Well, eventually this Brentwood offense is going to get on track.
Yeah, you've got to put 7 on the board. 3's not going to help you. And, it'll be interesting to see right here. We have seen student body left, student body left, student body left in so many games we've watched Brentwood. You watch them on TV. That's all they do, student body left. Tonight we've only seen them run to the left a couple of times that have not been as successful. We'll see if they go back to that proven formula.
Well, we tried to send out the message to all the county coaches, hey, if you're playing Brentwood, what about 6 guys over there to the right of the defensive end? You'll get a shot at stopping a Ben Green. But well,
I don't really think it matters if you know it's coming.
Yeah, they have got the line and the size.
And their receivers block downfield, their tight ends block. It's everybody. It's a team effort. They take a lot of pride in that.
Well, because the ball landed in the end zone, Matt, it is going to be 1st and 10 from the 20, not from the spot of the kick. So here we go. Oh, and a great play, a counter by Green, and he is snuffed by Garrett for the Rebels.
And that's not something you see very often.
And Beasley.
Going backwards.
Well, take a look at the wind. If you don't believe us, Old Glory right there.
Watch the flag blow.
Sending us a message. I didn't really come prepared as well as I should have.
No, neither did I. I need a hood. Oh, that's a flag.
Yeah.
He was all over him. He was riding him.
There's a flag on the play.
You know, Paul, help me out here. It's like, that was definitely within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. You can have your hands on him.
Well, in high school, it's a little different, I think.
Okay, all right. That's what I was wondering. Those people definitely came prepared. Did you see that? On the, maybe we get another shot of them. They were well bundled up. Lots of insulation going on.
Well, going to be a holding. And
I guess that's another part of it is you can put your hands on them. Well, I don't know about a high school. I'm just saying, but you can't grab them and pull them and still stop them from getting away.
There you go.
There you go. They are definitely bundled up in that end zone.
Only thing they're missing is a tent.
Little campfire.
I don't know if they could. I don't think they could keep that fire going tonight.
Somebody had a fire in the parking lot.
No.
In the back. I'm not making it up. Somebody had a fire in the parking lot.
I'm glad I parked in the front. Well, going to bring up 2nd and short.
I could use some insurance money. It was all right.
And there is Martinez, who fumbled earlier. He is in trouble. He's going to bring up 3rd down, man.
Big play again. We've not seen very many 3rd downs the few times we've watched Brentwood on WCTV. But they've had multiple tonight. This Rebel defense is playing hard.
It's 4th and 1.
Well, 3rd and 1. As boom, and it's going to be a keeper by Winfrey, and he is going to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he is the other part of this equation. Really, both these gentlemen are. They both have the ability to run the ball, and that's a huge play right there. So much, you put so many guys in motion, so many different misdirection plays they have, so many people to keep up with on defense. It's just really hard, and they give it the 1st down.
There's Martinez. Gonna pick up a nice gain.
6 or 7.
Knocked out of bounds by the Rebels, number 24, Wilton Curley.
And that is going to bring up 2nd and short. And Winfrey trots back on. This may be an opportunity, Matt, for a hot pass to, I was looking for Jack Mayer, tight end.
Yeah, that's his favorite target.
There's a quick hitter up the middle. And he is going to carry the ball. Is that Meehan?
I couldn't see who it was. It is Meehan.
Yep, Meehan. Powers for the 1st down.
And there you're going to see Meehan, the quick hitter right up the gut, and you see how that motion happen and kind of freezes linebackers in their spots. And when those guys firing off the ball, big hole, Meehan just busts through.
Well, I think Coach Pemberton is going to try to send a message to Franklin that we're going to hit you in the mouth.
Go ahead and kick field goals.
Oh, Martinez.
He's got the edge.
He's going to run a little bit.
And then also what I don't like seeing is you watch those 2 Franklin defenders there. They were running back to try to meet him. Like down the field. Go up and hit him.
The tackle on by Winfrey, the young man who recovered the fumble earlier.
Yeah. You see him just kind of running alongside him. Go smack that guy.
Yeah, well, Winfrey get a little shot right there. That was a
key there was little.
Well, 1st and 10 again for the Bruins down to the 29. I mean, Winfrey going to keep it, and
He's got some room.
And a great job by Schumpert down
Yeah.
the field. He was blocking
He trucked somebody.
Tackle on the play by Kenneth Garrett, number 2 for the
And
Rebels.
Kenneth Garrett is he's made some big-time saving tackles.
You see that after the play fake opens up nicely, got the triple option running there, does a smart job of keeping the ball. Takes it down to the 17-yard line after the 12-yard gain. Inside the 20. Minute 46 remaining in the first quarter. Still scoreless, kind of a shocker a little bit.
Well,
I thought the Brentwood would come out here definitely hungry after that loss.
Well, we've seen Ben Green only carry the ball maybe 2-3 times at the most.
Yeah, we've seen some different looks from him as well. You know, still the same offensive set, but not as much student body left. A lot of different things going. A lot of other guys carrying the rock. Couple pass plays. Maybe kind of tweaking some things for the playoffs.
You know, you get to week 10, Matt, and I guess, you know, they try to open the playbook because when they exchange tapes next week for the playoffs, they're going to try to say, hey, they
Get
put
ready.
this in. Yeah. You're going to have to, you know, even if it includes, you know, maybe fake punt one time, just so you can be ready, or reverse or something like that, just to put it on film and make the opponent work on it, waste 10, 15 minutes.
No doubt about it.
Well, here we go. The clock has been running down to a minute 46 in the first quarter. Woohoo! I tell you what, they had a great push, but man, Meehan. Mayer almost got tackled on the play. They had a great jump on the snap.
Yeah, it looked like that was going nowhere, but just that offensive line, and Meehan is the beast. He's like a guard in the backfield.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 at the 10.
There's Green. And there's
I thought he was going in.
And that Bacon and Garrett.
We've called Garrett's name a lot tonight.
Saves with the shoestring.
I thought he was going in.
Well, it is going to be 1st and goal from about the 4.
And you see him just get dragged down right there. That's a lot of hand strength.
And Green is going to slip in.
Yeah.
Matt, it's got to be a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown scamper by Ben Green, left side. And the Bruins jump ahead, 6-0. And it is 58 seconds left until the first quarter.
You got to take your hats off a little bit, though, to the Franklin defense. They really have fought hard through this first quarter. It looks like Brentwood is starting to click on that drive.
Now they go back to old school. What got them there, you know, they went a little fancy with a couple of passes that they normally, you know, don't throw. But Coach Pemberton, again, throwing some stuff out there, maybe on film, to shake things up. And then they went old school, and now they lead 7-0. And you can take a peek. Don't adjust your HD. That is legitimately happening. A little rain on the
condensation.
Yeah.
And here you're going to see the touchdown run. Big Green just goes off to the left. Great blocking by that offensive line. Huge hole. Goes right in for the touchdown. Puts the Bruins up by 6.
Well, senior night here at Brentwood. 36 seniors recognized, plus the band and the cheerleaders, and it was a hodgepodge of who's who. The chorus. They even announced the Brentwood Lady Bruins volleyball team is playing in the AAA State Championship Finals against crosstown rival Ravenwood. It's amazing, Matt. All the teams in AAA and 2 schools less than 10 miles apart are playing for the title in volleyball. Wow.
He didn't call the fair catch.
He
though.
sure didn't.
He did not call the fair catch. I guess if anybody calls it, they blow it. I don't know. Then it makes sense.
That may be yeah. Well, the kick into the wind holds up, and Franklin is going to start from the 25. And Matt, one thing you may want to keep your eye on is you got a guy like guys up front like Philby and Moolman having to play both ways up front. And man, when you get smacked in the mouth defensively by these front of Brentwood.
And in a lot of ways, you got to go back out there and block the same guy that's been smacking you in the mouth. Not fun.
And there's Morrison, and he he.
Speaking of smacking in the mouth.
Yeah.
Morrison on the carry.
I believe that was 53.
Number 47,
Well.
Patrick McRory, assisted by 53, Ryan England.
Ryan England. And
Gain of 2.
Morrison's a little, he's shifty back there. He's got a lot of moves. But I just don't think he's going to see that big hole open up for him.
No, definitely not. Well, you saw it right there. He had to give a couple moves just to get to the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 8, 20 seconds, probably the last play here in the first quarter. And a great play fake. And
Get upfield.
Taylor, and he is brought down just to the 32. Going to be short of the first down. And Coach Webb and the Rebels will try to run the clock out here the first quarter.
They got a shot here, 3rd and about 4, maybe 3.
Well, that play, Matt, ends the first quarter with the Bruins leading 7-0 over the Franklin Rebels. And our WCTV game of the week, Paul Brees and Matt Hill and the whole gang bundled up at our first cold game of the year. Some of us were prepared. Tyler, he's done this a long time.
Got the Carhartt.
The wind wasn't quite blowing.
I wasn't.
Leaving today, but man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it picked up.
Yeah.
And recognize a stellar group of vocalists.
The cheerleaders throwing some footballs up here.
Yeah.
Oh, one got past the 3rd row. There we go. A couple people weren't looking too good there. My favorite, though, had to be when we were at Summit, the basketball game, and they were throwing out the you might not have been at that one.
I don't know.
They threw out the basketballs, and Summit wasn't too excited about some calls that were being made, and they started throwing the basketballs back on the court in the second half. It was pretty nice. It was not a high point for the Summit student body there.
Wow. I tell you, those plastic footballs, Matt, they're moving. Oh, and a lady caught one right in the face. Wow. They're moving so fast with this wind.
And they're moving left to right. They're going all over the place.
They think they're going one direction, and all of a sudden, wham.
One direction. Be careful. Don't say those words too loud over
My
here.
6th grade daughter. Unbelievable. 3rd and 2. And
he's
a big
got
game.
some room.
And there is Colton Black. And how do you like your coffee? Colton Black. Well,
and we talked about not having that hole. I think he busted through it.
And Matt, just having him back in the backfield,
yeah, and you see
got to
the
bring a boost
acceleration that he has right there.
Got to bring a boost to this line.
Yeah.
Oh, a very strange pistol formation. And there he is again. He's running with a little passion, like he hadn't stepped on the field in two years.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's like, oh man, this is it for me.
Yeah. Not able to do the same as he did the last play, but still picks up a good 4 yards. If you do that on first down, you're in pretty good shape, especially against this defense.
Well, 2nd and 6, right at midfield. Oh, that time he's bottled up.
Yeah.
England, Thetford.
3 guys.
And the Bruins defense tells Black, welcome back. 3rd and 6, just starting the second quarter.
Big play here. Roll out.
I tell you what, man, Critchlow.
Run pass option.
Yeah. He's going to go pass option, and here
about
comes.
Nice,
man.
Nice job.
He's got to tuck it. He's got to reach. Oh, and that's going to be a late
15.
flag. Absolutely.
That'll do. Oh, and then the people over there erupt. Are you blind? Oh, my Lord. They just waylaid that guy out of bounds, and they're upset about it. Are you kidding me?
Well, I think everyone in the stands over here probably knew what was about to happen.
They were upset when they saw the flag, though. I don't get it.
Yeah, it was definite.
And that's going to march him out.
You didn't get to play safety, Matt, but When you see that quarterback coming and you got a full head of steam rolling, you want to put some.
Well, I didn't play safety, but I did play offensive or defensive line, and I definitely like to smack the quarterback as much as I could.
Yeah. You just can't do it as they're going out of bounds. And there's Black. Oh.
23, Colton Black carries.
Nice hard-nosed running.
Tackled by number 53,
The Rebels are going to need more of that.
And 78, Logan Teichman.
Second and a long 3. Make it 4.
Gain of 5. Second and 5.
Let's go 5.
Well, Critchlow's gone with Black. Play action, and he's going to be bottled up as he's tripped up.
He just does not look comfortable. And I know there was some pressure, but he doesn't, I don't know.
Well, Matthew Reed on the sack, and that second and 6 that you couldn't figure out is now third and about 14.
Figure this out, it's a long way.
Yep, and you're throwing into the wind.
They won't be kicking a field goal here, I can promise you that.
No, absolutely not. This is a 2 down. And screen pass. And there's Morrison.
And he got just some lookout blocks thrown his way. Somebody's got to do something downfield.
Well, he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, Matt, and it's going to be 4th and 10. But that was a nice play call.
It was a good play call, but poor execution.
I'll take a look down here.
You're going to see multiple Rebels downfield, all missing blocks, and 4 Bruins.
They were a little
smack them in the face.
Those linemen were a little bit too far. And what is the rule when you as an offensive lineman on the screen?
For us, it was always get low and kind of roll.
Well, here we go, 4th and about 9.5, and that's going to sail.
Yeah, that's not
happening. That time is going to be short and a stop. 24. The pass was complete, but it wasn't for 10 yards. And, we talked about earlier.
Yep,
Shumpert for Brentwood got to the sticks. Then Taylor denied. And with that, Brentwood takes over off the turnover on possession.
We'll see if Brentwood's able to keep their momentum going.
Well, this will be their first drive with the wind.
Very true.
And we will see what effect. But Franklin did a nice job
trying to answer.
Getting the clock going, too, as well. And, if you can keep this.
You got to limit their possessions. But in the process, you've got to score
and there's a
something.
fumble.
Wow.
And that is going to be a big-time loss.
Wow, no doubt about it.
And Caldwell could not handle the snap, or the toss, excuse me.
Looking at about 2nd and 21. Wow. Negative plays, something we have not seen Brentwood do very often, and they had a lot of them last week and several tonight. They've got to get that cleared up if they want to go anywhere in the playoffs.
Well, if they want to go deep into the playoffs, they got to eliminate those errors, which put them in bad spots. Woohoo! That time, I believe that's 33. Beasley. And he is wrapped up at the line of the scrimmage by Bacon and friends. And Winfrey is going to be trotting on in 3rd and 18. Which you would think would be a passing down for most teams. Brentwood still could run the ball. Nope, Winfrey back to Pat. And they tried to run the wide receiver screen. That is incomplete to Shumpert. And Winfrey having a tough time throwing the ball.
On to punt for the Bruins, number 13, Leland Hosto.
The punt is about to take place for Brentwood after holding the Bruins, Matt.
This Rebel defense really has bowed their back. Other than that one drive, they've done really well for a quarter and a half.
Oh, and a
man.
miss. And Franklin recovers, and coming out of the pile is number 83.
Franklin will start at the spot of the
You know, last week here, let's check out this replay. There you're going to see the snap. And it was a good snap, but the ball just, I mean, it looks like he just drops it right on the ground. And the Rebels recovered, and that's going to be their ball one on about the 14-yard line.
Well, Matt, we heard about the special team
Yep.
blunders last week.
That was their Achilles
And they
heel.
did it again. And this time,
Oh, they're in.
that
they're
is Colton Black,
Or
23. Touchdown, 14 yards, Matt.
That's a game changer right now. early here.
Absolutely.
And you see Black running off the field. You know that's I think his first touchdown in what, 2 years?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's
The coaches
got to
would
be a great feeling for that young man. And you see the Rebels fans going wild over there. Packed house on that side of the field. No love lost between either of these teams. And there is a good extra point and we're knotted up at 7 with 6:38 in the second quarter.
And it is a ball game here.
And there you're going to see great blocking, huge hole, good running, and you see the determination and the finish by that young man to put it in the end zone. And you know, we think we're cold and not prepared. There are definitely some people here that are prepared for this cold weather.
Well, I was hoping to
Take
a look at
no
it.
love from our cameraman here.
Tyler doing a nice job
Come on,
trying to keep
Tyler.
up with it, but we got an audible downstairs in the truck.
I think we got shot down. Sorry, Tyler, you did a good job.
Deep for the Bruins.
Well,
Receive the kick.
kicking into the wind is going to be Meredith, and this may be an opportunity, Matt, where Brentwood could get a pretty nice field position.
Yeah, I'd almost be tempted to squib it here, keep it low.
Meredith has the leg, but not in 25-mile-an-hour winds.
No. They're going to give it a go.
Well, look at them. Both of them are coming up.
Really not bad. You think they get about the 26-yard, 27-yard line?
Tackle on the play
Kick
by
into the wind like that.
Winstead and 58. Hazelton.
Oh, Hazelton on the tackle.
Brentwood starts first and 10 at their 29.
Well, first and 10 at the 29 for the Bruins. Gonna have to answer the miscue that just occurred on the punt. Franklin got it, scored 14 yards out on the Black touchdown. And now there's Mayer, the lefty.
He's got him.
And
just a
Shumpert
little long.
through the wickets.
What about Aaron May?
Shumpert, I think, had an opportunity to catch the ball, but I don't know if he kind of got lost in it.
Well,
Ball was a little long.
and it is tough. It's tough sometimes from the lefty.
Yeah, and there you see the ball. Shumpert just streaking down the middle of the field, wide open. Not able to bring it in. It would have been a tough catch. But you're going to have to do that.
Pretty interesting call, Matt, on first and 10.
Yeah, your offense kind of been struggling a little bit.
And there's a big carry.
Yeah, that's going to help you
Again.
not struggle right there.
Matt, I'm just dumbfounded that Ben Green's been much of a decoy. I mean,
Well,
he's been
he
the
wasn't
decoy.
even on the field that time.
No,
he just walked back. He just walked in.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I mean, there are a lot of teams out there would take a 1,100-yard rusher
Oh, yeah.
in a heartbeat.
I'm sure Franklin wouldn't turn it down.
And there's
But they're going to turn that back. Oh, no, he's still going.
wow.
Oh, my
Aaron Mayer,
gosh.
the 6'3" junior quarterback
What?
with a little guts
Okay,
and
well,
glory.
they brought him back some. Man alive. It looks like they're going for it, too. If they were able to stop him where they had him bottled up, I think you have no choice but to punt it. But now with that extra effort, they're going for it. And you know they're going for it. They're not playing games here to try to draw them off sides.
No.
Maybe not. Darn it. I thought with how fast they ran to the line of scrimmage. I guess when you're running quarterbacks in, though,
Yeah.
a little bit different story. But this is a timeout. We'll see what the Bruins come out and do here.
Well, the wind seems like it is picked up here in the last 5 minutes as the flag has really taken a turn. And I tell you what, man, you want to check out halftime, it is going to be a battle of the bands. Brentwood and Franklin. I believe Franklin.
Franklin might have a leg up.
I think they just came back from a big competition and won some big Tennessee trophy. I don't know. Man, I don't know anything.
It was a big one.
But they are grand champions of something.
I'm telling you, I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but I don't generally watch the halftime shows, not into them.
You're normally looking for pizza.
Yeah, amen.
Well, they go for it, and Mayor.
I'm not sure.
That is going to be.
They gave it to him with those. That foot's giving it to him. Yeah. But I tell you, we sit down and watch, and that Franklin band at halftime it's amazing. They got this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, everybody's cheering, but the referees decided, you know what? Oh, they moved the sticks. It's too late.
Oh.
They've already messed up.
You can't come back.
It's going to be tough to measure. Wow.
And you see the boys in blue are over there holding those sticks. Little home field advantage. Although I feel like they have it.
Yeah. Well, going to be interesting. They're going to pull the chain tight, and it is going to be easy. You're referee, you got to think, man, I can't believe I just made him do that.
Yeah. Cataracts.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Bruins. 5:14 in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 39.
And here we go. I'd like to see a little dose of Ben Green. Winfrey going to scramble.
There's a hold.
Oh,
There's
my.
a hold.
Yep, and he's going to be sacked. And, Matt, I would decline this.
That hold.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a loss of down and 10.
Graham Warren stayed with the play.
Lots of guys after him. And there you see the hold the flag, and there's going to be going down for about a 10-yard loss. The Bruins have not looked in sync at all tonight, and I think part of it is what you keep talking about. Give Ben Green the rock.
Well, he's kind of the guy you want to, set the tone with.
Yeah, and then you can do a couple of these things after you get up by 14. Then let's play games. Not now. Guess what? We got a tie game, folks. Run the ball left.
Absolutely.
3-8 needs it. He's hungry. Feed the beast.
Yep. And well, they broke the huddle with 12, Matt.
Oh, wow.
And you got to throw a flag,
dude,
don't
for
you?
real? They just let him run off the field.
Well, they're not seeing him.
All right, Coach.
And Coach Webb is livid. Mayor up. Shumpert.
Coach Webb, look at him over there. He is giving him the business. He ran off the field. How do they not see that?
I don't know. Marsalis was trotting off the field, ran right past the referee, the side judge, and said, no, I'm not in this play. So, Coach Webb, I tell you what, Matt, when you get into a game like this against your rival your first year, and it's 7-7, and you're not supposed to be in a ball game, all the juices start flowing.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's not quite as cold anymore.
No. I think he may have taken his jacket off.
I'm for him.
Well, again, this is a train that is just about to derail.
Yeah. And it's happening at the wrong time.
Full start.
Really and truly, this should be a
5 yards.
what? If you break the huddle, is that a loss? That's not a loss now. What is it? Is that just 5 yards?
Yeah.
Really, you should be looking at what? 3rd and 27 right now.
Well, 3rd and 22. The
Try to
carry
pop it.
and by Meehan,
Oh man,
and still bringing
it's so
some.
hard to bring down.
Absolutely.
I think that's not a bad call. You know, last week had some miscues on special teams when they should have probably just gone for it or punted it, or, you know, just and let Blackman have some life. I think that's a good call. You got 4:13 remaining. You're probably going to punt it under 4 minutes.
And last time they lined up to punt, Matt, a fumbled snap.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. There's some wide splits going on there as well.
That time he got a hold of it. And a big kick. And there comes the wind in play.
Oh, man.
Inside the 10. That's
Great punt. Great
Hosto, the kicker, the senior.
Senior number 13, Leland Hosto.
Well,
First and 10, just inside the 10-yard
I'm looking
line.
for the Halpern, the normal punter, 21. Trying to see where he is.
He is injured.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh, okay, there you go. Well, Hosto getting his opportunity.
23,
And that first punt that he fumbled the snap on is like,
Yeah.
there's nobody behind you, man. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to catch it.
tackled by 47, Patrick McGrory, and 61.
Well, I know one thing. Donnie Webb will be happy heading to the house 7-7.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Now, Franklin cannot make a mistake.
Yeah, you're here in own end zone, can't give that up. I think that's
There's
exactly
Black.
what they're playing for. Black, though, going to try to pick up some yardage here, get real close to a first down. You know, we're going to see another handoff here to try to pick up the first down.
Sam Mulaney.
I seriously doubt they're going to put the ball in the air right here.
Timeout is
Well,
called.
we're going to have a timeout. By,
You see the big boys coming in the game for Franklin.
well, I thought we were going to have a timeout, but stopping the clock either way. 3:07 until halftime as Critchlow and the Rebels would love to pick up 3 yards for a first down. And there's Morrison.
He's
He better,
got the edge, but he's got to move. Oh, wow, that is so close.
yeah, it is going to be close. Just inside the 20. And
That is going to be really close.
well,
They may
they
have given
are
it to him.
going to say, nope, fourth
No.
down.
Man, this has got to be tempting.
No, it is not tempting.
It is tempting. NCAA 2013 is tempting.
Yeah, absolutely, but not with 2:26 and
Look
counting.
where that ball's at.
I got to keep an eye on the play clock.
That's got to be closer than that. Maybe not.
Critchlow's going to walk over to the referee and call timeout.
They still haven't moved the down marker yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
What is he doing?
Clock is running.
And that is going to call a timeout right here. 2 minutes left until halftime.
Why is the down marker guy not moved? I want to see how close it really is.
There he
Because
goes.
he's a Bruin, that's why. Look how close that is.
This is a very important
Wow.
He didn't want to do it.
hot chocolate announcement.
I tell you what, we're just getting a halftime show with the bands warming up right now.
Rarely run out of hot
They ran out of hot chocolate.
Don't be
I was looking to go do that at halftime.
Did they say they
They
ran out?
just said they ran out of hot chocolate.
Unbelievable. That's one of the major
How
upsets.
fast do you think I can get to Starbucks and back?
in the concession
Well,
stand.
I don't like
but with the
Starbucks.
bands playing,
Maybe,
absolutely,
maybe,
you're going to
maybe.
make it.
Because Lord knows I've got gift cards from Starbucks.
A teacher's dream.
That's right. You know, Coach Harrison, who was filling in last week for me.
Right.
He put a sign up in his room that says, "I hate Starbucks."
Well, gonna take any kind of gift card except Starbucks.
I'm not going to complain.
Well, Meredith gonna go with the kick.
Fake it.
You can't.
I know,
you tried
I know.
And that is not bad. Carlton with the fair catch.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Sorry.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad your blood's flowing up here, Matt, because I'm about ready to shut it down. A little chilly.
You know, and then you're going to see it pop out. But able to come back to it on the 50-yard line. But, you know.
The reason Carlton was back there is they didn't have their punt return on. Marsalis was out.
I'm with you. I still don't, you know, part of me is thinking, you know, you're going to punt that ball into the wind. It's going to die in the 50. You got 2 minutes. That's a lot of time here.
And Ben McGee's out at receiver.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't matter because they're going to bring him down for a sack.
Man alive. 3 Rebels in that backfield. I mean, he didn't have a chance.
No, Beckham, Warren, and a loss of 7.
Now you got to be thinking, if you're Brentwood, do we just hand this ball off, take it to the house? But they got a little pep in their step here getting that line. I'm not sure they're going to do that.
And it's
oh, wow. That should have been intercepted.
And maybe taken back.
Yeah, it was looking like it might have been a pick 6. Number 24's got his hands on his head right now. Not too excited about what he just did.
Well, you're going to take a look at us, Matt. Right there, we are wrapped up. Tyler, way to go, buddy. The seasoned veteran, prepared. Jacob, the rookie, he is
prepared. He's not looking
No, he's all right. He's all right, but he's moving around like he's about to die up here.
Those skinny jeans can't be that warm.
So 3rd down, and Mayer.
He's rolling right into some pressure. How does he avoid that?
I don't know, but
come on, you can't do that.
Well, a biased Matt Hill up here making some calls.
Whatever.
It is going to be a late hit on Mayer. He was outside of the pocket, just throwing it away. And that is going to give Brentwood life with a 1st down. Unfortunately, it's going to only give them about a minute 19.
And I can't keep up with what's automatic and not automatic.
That's true.
Personal
fouls, they're going to call intentional grounding.
Whoa, he was outside the pocket. And that went past the line of scrimmage. That's equally as bad. What's happening here?
Well, I know one thing. If I could borrow that blanket, I sure would be in great shape. Is that a couch? Oh, that's the bear.
That's sitting in front of our school right now.
School mascot. That is the Bruin. Now here's the kicker right here, Matt. Luke Hill really struggled to make that last catch with the wind.
I'd be like, just let the ball hit the ground, son. Don't touch it.
Oh my.
That was high.
Hosto.
End over end, leave it alone.
Oh
Hill.
no, you got to pick it up.
Oh,
I think Coach Webb said the same thing. He said, "Don't touch it."
106. We just want to roll right into halftime. 7-7, brother. Don't touch the ball.
He wanted to take it back to the house.
Franklin will start 1st and 10 at their 16. Folks, don't forget at halftime,
Well,
bit of a shocker.
will perform, starting with the Franklin Rebels, followed by the Brentwood Bruins.
2-1.
And here comes Critchlow. And Matt, I tell you what, throwing it up.
What is going on?
And that is going to be a catch by Matthews. Wow. And the clock
that's the first time we've called Matthews' name tonight. Definitely Critchlow's favorite target.
And he's got this clock
out of bounds and everything.
Yeah, he has to stop the clock.
Correction.
Well,
I tell you.
Look at Donnie Webb is now realizing. Oh.
Apparently, it is a catch at the 25-yard line.
Well, these referees having some issues.
Timeout is called.
Week 10 for everybody. It ran down from like 56 to
43. And the other thing, I'm telling you, the Brentwood guy with the down marker is taking his sweet time moving that sucker.
You know, those guys are hard to find, Matt.
No, they're not. They're wearing a blue shirt. You grab anybody out there. I guarantee you, if the situation reversed, he'd have been there before the ball was snapped.
Well, they're going to give him some time back. 52 seconds. And it is definitely not a conservative play calling. Oh, my. And that, you got to wonder.
And you know, you look at that pass, and I'm sure we're going to see a replay of it. There was no way that Critchlow should have thrown that ball. If you look at it, he's got a man standing right in front of him the whole time. There is no reason to throw that ball.
Well, Matt, you have the wind in your face.
Yeah.
The ball's hanging up there. That gave Mulaney an opportunity to cut in front of the receiver.
Well, Mulaney was already in front of him. I mean, it was just.
Here we go. Here comes the answer.
Yeah.
Marsalis, touchdown, 25 yards.
Woo. Coach Webb might have just turned the faucet on.
You got to wonder. You had an opportunity, Matt. 7-7. You're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
I tell you, you know, especially when he told Luke Hill not to touch that ball. And then just they get the ball and they're inside the 20-yard line. What are you doing?
You complete the pass to Matthews.
And which you shouldn't have thrown.
Never should have thrown.
Never should have thrown.
Hosto.
You're going into the wind. Barely over a minute.
Well, it is quite a turn of events here at Brentwood High. An opportunity for the underdog Rebels.
Wow.
And Winfrey lays it right on the money for Marsalis.
And you had to know that was coming too. I mean, let's get real. You got 30 seconds left here on the 25-yard line. Guess what? You're throwing the ball.
Well, they haven't handed to Ben Green, so they knew he wasn't going to him. But oh, here we go. Jones to kick off.
Carter Jones, number 12, will kick for the Bruins.
He's got the wind to his back. Not a bad.
Let it go. Let it go.
What
are you doing?
He touched it. That's Woods.
Pat on the head. Thanks for saving our bacon there.
Yeah, we should have been at 35. Now, you know what? That may have saved Franklin right there from throwing the ball from the 35.
True. I'm sure that's what Woods was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm going to save Coach Webb here.
So after the questionable decision to put the ball in the air with a minute left, it's now 37 seconds after the Bruins score off the first play, off the interception. And now what would Critchlow do? And he is going to – oh, my. That is England.
And that does not feel good when it's cold.
No.
Muscles are tight. Slobber's stuck to your face. Get your bell rung, no thanks.
Yeah, and let's see if Franklin's going to run it one more play.
Throw it high across the middle. How about that?
No. Take it to the house, Coach Webb. As the time is going to expire. Surely they're not. Oh, they had a little. Well, your halftime score: Brentwood 14, Franklin 7.
Should be 7-7.
Absolutely. So for an animated Matt Hill and Paul Brees, we're going to head to halftime for Pets of the Week, and we'll be right back with second half action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our WCTV Game of the Week, Week 10 here at Brentwood High School as the Bruins lead the Franklin Rebels 14-7, Matt. And we talked about it before the game started. Even with the records the way they are between these two teams, you could throw them out the window. Rivalries can do a lot of crazy things.
No doubt, and it should be a lot closer than it is right now. Coach Webb deciding to sling the ball around a little bit before halftime. Had just over a minute remaining when they got the ball. They were inside the 20. And unexpectedly throws it twice. And, you got the opportunity to take the ball to the house, tied up 7-7. You're going to get the ball coming out in the second half, and he throws the ball, interception. Brentwood recovers. I can't remember, on the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
Play action pass, 7 points. And you're down 7 right now.
Well, it is definitely a costly call by the coaching staff. But with that in mind, Yamick Woods going to bring it out. And he is going to be wrapped up about the 26-yard line. So, Matt, we talked about it. It is going to be a struggle. We kept yelling out for Ben Green to get the ball. Little did we know he's a little slow tonight.
Yeah.
Got a bad ankle, if I'm not saying
something with the foot.
So, that being said, they've kind of gone away from him, trying to keep him healthy but still loose in this cold weather. I don't know if that's such a great idea anyway.
Yeah, and talking to the Brentwood coaches up here, they said the last 2 games he has not even played after the third quarter.
That may have played a big factor in that loss last week to Blackman.
True.
When you're trying to play catch-up, number 38 would be a great asset offensively. So,
yeah.
But for Franklin, they have had the benefit of a Colton Black resurgence, and he has come back with a vengeance after the touchdown run off the fumbled snap punt.
And defensively, they have really looked well.
Well, the wind has definitely played a factor for both sides.
It's playing a factor for me right now.
Critchlow's going to try to sling it.
He's got a man.
And that was just kind of thrown off the back shoulder until
I don't even know what that was.
Luke Hill, the intended receiver, and that's going to bring up third down. And, I don't know if the wind is just more brisk up here above the press box than it is down there, but you got to wonder why they keep, putting it up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
As you keep the clock running with running the ball, and
you want to try to limit Brentwood's possessions, and you're not going to do that by not taking some time off the clock.
Well, here we go, Critchlow, play action. He is in big trouble if they got guys down the field as they try to.
I don't know how they didn't call that.
Yeah, you got 73 down there. Yeah.
Several yards.
He's 20 yards down the field.
It's 4th down.
And I'm also not sure that wasn't intentional grounding.
Well, they had the screen set up.
I'm with you, but it was still.
Jalen Marsalis, number 83, is deep for the Bruins.
A high snap, Meredith.
Punting
nice
into the wind.
Punt.
Kind of lost low on the roll. But not bad. You think you're punting into the wind. That's really good. Gets him inside the 30, about what the 28-yard line.
Not a bad kick.
Franklin really has bottled up this Brentwood running game. This could be a problem, if you're talking about seeing tape.
Right.
This could be an issue for some Brentwood down the road. Franklin right now has done a good job of stopping this running attack. I know there's no Ben Green, but this offensive line is excellent offensive line, and they have really kind of stopped them.
Well, there is Green on the carry.
38.
And he is slow to get up.
You got to get the man out of there.
And don't cost your season.
Yeah, and you see him kind of walking gingerly as well.
2nd and 5 at the 33.
Well,
2nd and 5, 33-yard line.
We also learned that one of the favorite targets for Brentwood offensively, Jack Mayer, is banged up with a shoulder injury. And Ben Green slow
Yeah, and you see, that's something that in weeks past we have seen him hurdle somebody, stiff arm, and that was like kind of, I'm just going to go take the hit and go down. Still 3rd and 1.
Ball is spotted on the 36-yard line.
And that's also the place over there, Matt, where a Jack Mayer would be over there blocking.
True.
And that's where Ben Green gets a lot of his yards, on that left side.
Oh.
And that is the Ben Green we know. Foot race, and he's going to be caught down. 84.
Well, you know what we've seen tonight, Franklin has been successful with is they have really put 6, 7, 8 guys, or some 7, 8, 9 guys in that box, and everybody was in the line of scrimmage there, and just well blocked. And Green makes the first guy, and then didn't make a miss, just kind of runs through that first tackle, and nobody was there because everybody from Franklin was right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, very interesting to see Ben Green run 3 straight times, Matt, after we've heard confirmation that he had been a little slow the last 2 or 3 games and in practice.
And not just confirmation from that. Watching him get up from that first hit was not good. Franklin trying to make it a little easier, spotting him 5 yards.
Well, Ben Green taking him down by Garrett. 4 straight times, so after
the long run, nonetheless, 2 of them after that. Garrett made some excellent plays tonight. That being one of them, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Nope. Mayer in at quarterback, and this time the backside to Green.
Ben Green carries.
Close to the first down. That looks like about 1.5 yards shy.
Inside the 20.
Tackled by Garrett.
And this is the kind of football we're used to seeing from Brentwood, Get down to that 2nd and manageable, 3rd and short, pick up a first down. But I don't know at what cost it's going to be if they keep giving the ball here to Ben Green. You definitely want to win this game, but you want to win next week more, I'd imagine.
Wow, Winfrey pushing the pile, the quarterback keeper for the first down.
He's got a Vanderbilt going to join Brentwood Bruins first down.
And Matt is going to keep the clock running with 8 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Uh-oh, Matt.
He's got the edge.
That is Ben Green, left tackle, 13 yards, touchdown Bruins.
And I tell you, you gotta admire the blocking by Shumpert. I mean, great job on the edge by that wide receiver.
On to attempt the Clearwater Bulls PAT, number 12, Carter Jones.
Well,
Beasley will snap.
that makes things even more difficult for the Franklin Rebels.
Double digits.
And a extra point.
Make it 14.
Is going to add it. You said it. 21-7 with 7:44 in the 3rd quarter. His senior night at Brentwood High School, 36 seniors recognized, Matt, and that is kind of unheard of in high school. They usually start out with a big freshman class and it dwindles each year. How many did you have in your senior class?
I know we started out with over 700.
No. Playing.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I thought you were talking about my high school. I wasn't listening to you.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
I don't know. I know we had over 100 guys on our team. I don't remember what our senior class was.
Yeah. Well.
Lots of uniforms.
Lots of, yeah. You're not the Oregon Ducks, though. You didn't have multiple uniforms of different styles and different
A
helmets.
lot to wash.
Yeah. Now, your mom has probably washed a lot of football uniforms
Just a couple.
between you and your brother.
Although, I'm telling you.
Whoopsie.
I got behind him. Man alive. Lucky to get to the 12-yard line. I mean, that was just.
And he's knocked down and detained by number 41, Luke.
That was very indicative of what we've, Franklin's season. That was a ball to get behind him and just, negative plays. If you're going to stay in this game, you cannot allow that to happen. Mistakes before the half. Mistakes coming back.
First and 10 at the 12.
Oh, and there's Black.
Black guts. Think about what this team might have looked like if they had Black all year. I mean, he just is a
Well, even
machine.
Aaron Mayer slow to get up. The safety slash co-quarterback as he tackles Black and he goes down a little gimpy.
You talked about my mom washing football uniforms.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it here, but I know in middle school they don't wash them in middle school. I'm talking about at school.
Yeah, right.
They did that in my middle school.
Wow.
England.
I'm telling you,
Y'all were the big time.
we were.
Second and 7
Washing
from
uniform.
40.
I assume they wash them in high school here, though.
Well, Brentwood, putting their names on the back of their jerseys this year.
They get them dry cleaned.
And that is Morrison.
Ooh.
He is bottled up.
Number 21, Morrison carries.
And he's going to be
Tackled by 47, Patrick McRory.
tackled for no gain. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 7.
They've got to pick it up here. Half the third quarter's gone. Down by 14. Brentwood seemed to find some rhythm. Big down here for the Rebels.
Critchlow scrambling. The pocket's breaking down. And that is going to be a sack.
Man, this defense smells blood, I'm telling you.
Senior Matthew Reed.
Matthew Reed. And I tell you what, Matt, it went from 3rd and 7.
Also,
You take the sack.
number 29,
Gonna be
senior Anthony Hall.
4th and
It's 4th down.
17.
Team for the
Wow,
Bruins,
maybe 18.
Jalen Marsalis,
And
Corey
so-
Meredith is in punt formation.
Corey Meredith on the punt.
Oh,
Nice
snap.
recovery. And
Man, that's
Carlton
gonna be a-
runs right into Meredith. And Meredith is slow to get up.
That's going to be the 15-yard variety.
Absolutely. So a big break possibly for
I still can't keep straight what's a first down and not with these personal fouls.
this is going to be a first down.
Roughing the kicker is the call. Your attention, please. There's a white Cadillac Escalade.
Well,
License plate C.
I believe they're calling for me to move my car.
Yeah. I think that's much more likely it was your cell phone that somebody brought in earlier than that deal.
I used to have that phone.
I'm sure it was, what, 2 weeks ago, right?
That's
Yeah, somebody we're standing inside, a police officer comes up and opens the door, starts talking to me. First off, I was a little scared and said, what I do? And he hands me a flip phone, a silver flip phone, and says,
the old Verizon flip phone. I tell you what, man.
1987.
I'm not kidding you, man. I had that about 5 years ago. I don't know why people are upset about that. And Black looking for any kind of opening. And
Oh, wow, he found it.
man, oh man, that
Look at
young
him
man
run.
is determined to make a statement.
You know he's missed the field. Trying to take advantage of his opportunities here. And you see right there, he kind of hurdles somebody, busts through that initial contact, and just does not go down willingly. I mean, huge run by Black.
Well, I think, in my personal opinion, that a Colton Black would have probably helped Franklin beat a Ravenwood team.
Oh, no doubt about it. And what was the other team that we watched them lose to? That they should have won. Team traveled here.
Lawrence County.
Lawrence County.
Yeah,
and there was no reason for them to lose really to either one of those teams without Colton Black. But if you have Colton Black in the lineup, there's no way they're losing those games.
Yeah.
And then you're automatically in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Not fighting your life here and having to make up for the mistake of throwing the ball before the half.
Yeah. 6-3 versus 4-5. Oh my. That's
every time they
not a bad
back to throw the ball. I'm telling you, it's not looking pretty.
And it's really not Critchlow's fault. I mean, you give credit to the secondary. What we thought was a weakness of the Bruins defense is really hunkered down.
I think a lot of that goes back to, really and truly, other than the Garrison Matthews, there's really not a viable option out there. Doesn't matter who you're playing.
Well, I would have really liked to seen a Matthews play more of a tight end where he could get matched up with a linebacker.
I'm with you. They're bringing heat backside.
He really can't.
And there's Matthews down the sidelines, tight ropes it, first down.
Number 85, Garrison Matthews. First down.
There you're going to see pressure's going to be coming from the backside here. Crystal doesn't even feel it, but does a good job of getting the ball out to Matthews, who picks up a huge first down. 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. The Rebels driving, trying to cut it to a one-score game.
Oh, somebody better tell Colton Black to hurry up. He is playing around with his pads.
Time is ticking, brother.
There's Black. Wow.
Just bouncing off people.
It's still
not going down.
No, it's a big gain of 4 or 5 maybe.
And that, that just gets your entire offensive line fired up when the running back's running like that, refusing to go down, slobber knocking. I mean, right there, he just does not want to go down, just driving, picks up a few more yards.
Well, the wind, Matt, is gone from brisk to hurricane-type winds. I got to stand behind you, man.
Oh, man.
He's blocking.
It's whipping around me.
And
he's got some room.
Morrison, and there's a late flag, Matt, in the backfield.
Yeah, that might be why he had some room.
Yeah, he's going to be holding.
Nothing kills a drive like a holding penalty. I've had a few of them, I know.
You only got caught for a few, but you were doing it every play.
Every play, brother. Every play. You're not cheating. You're not trying to win.
Who was the guy in the SEC that you went up against and you were like, I can't block this guy?
That was every week, I think. I'll tell you who I remember. The guy I remember is Dwayne Rudd. Y'all might not know who he is. He played
Alabama.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He was blind in one eye. I don't know if y'all knew that. No. And we ran traps and counter blocks and all kinds of stuff with that guy towards his blind eye.
Did you know he was?
Oh, yeah, we knew he was blind. And it was really bad. I mean, I'll never forget that. But he was really good.
Yeah.
You
don't get down to Alabama just being okay.
No.
Oh, man. Critchlow.
Back then it was easier.
Picked off.
And how do you throw that? The guy standing right in front of him the whole way.
And that is
dropping back in that, I can't even, two-man under zone. You can't throw the sidelines there.
And Jonathan Zadick, number 2 with the pick. And he's a little slow getting off the field. And you're going to see it right here, Matt.
Yeah, just look at that. They're rolling two under, and the guy's just sitting there. He's wearing blue.
And you don't want to go there. And here comes Big Ben Green. Going to pick up a few. The question is, when are they going to counter off this?
Yeah, and what I can't give, and you alluded to it, you're throwing into the wind. They keep doing it.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it different down on the field level?
I don't think so. I'm trying to look for something that tells me, but I'm not seeing anything.
Well, here comes, the backside counter, and there we go, Martinez.
You called it.
Finally A youth going 38, 38, 38. Everybody sliding toward his way.
At their 46-yard line.
Santa Claus has made an appearance here.
Well, Ben Green going to be tackled for about a gain of 3 or 4. And that's the thing about Ben Green, Matt. You are always going to get some positive yardage out of there. There he is.
It's a Brentwood Christmas. He needs to bring us some hot chocolate.
Yeah, they sold out. Maybe brought some off the sled.
On the 50.
There you go. Well, the clock's going to continue to run. That's a good thing for anybody that didn't bring a jacket. Whoa, Ben Green with a little burst right there. And he just freezes the cornerback, Matt,
Yeah.
when he coming to you. You're like, uh-oh, I got him. Boom. Well, he is slow to get up. And this is the thing, Matt. You know.
You're up 14.
You know his situation injury-wise.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You just think, man, you got at least another week of football. Plus,
Yeah.
You're going to be favored next week. Man, you just hate to see it for this young man. He's had a great season.
Yeah. You got to hope he's all right. But what I can't believe, whenever it's cold, all right, first off, you got that helmet on, you're playing, your head's a little sweaty. Just a little bit. And anytime there was a stoppage of play, glad to see this Zep walking. It looks like he's doing pretty well. That helmet never came off my head when it was cold. And you saw every one of those young men out there start popping those chin straps and taking that off. No thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I don't need that with the wet head. Never had a lot of hair, but still.
What was the coldest game you played in?
Oh, I don't know. It gets cold. It's that panhandle, man.
No. College.
Oh, college.
First down.
I don't know. Really,
There's Martinez. Not quite the same.
Mike Martinez on the carry.
I don't ever really remember playing anything that was that crazy. I think we went to Duke one time and there was snow on the ground, but other than that, there wasn't anything that was insane.
You just got to wonder. You see these offensive linemen going out there. The jerseys are already as tight as they can be, and you got the bare arms, and you're thinking, how are they doing that?
I was always a sleeve man.
Oh, you went sleeves. Smart.
I was always a sleeve man and a glove man. And let's tape something up.
Oh, that's Garrett. And that could be the last play of this third quarter. And they're going to spot the ball now at 25 seconds, and
that's probably going to do it, I'd imagine.
They're going to try to run out here. 3rd and 6, you may want to take an extra time here to try to.
Yeah, you're up 14.
Maybe
not.
Well, 6 seconds.
They're going to run it.
Oh.
They got it. Oh,
maybe. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I thought there was a hole there initially.
Well, that's going to be the end of the third quarter with Martinez on the final play. So your score here on our WCTV Game of the Week at Brentwood High School, it is going to be the Bruins 21 and the Franklin Rebels 7. And we did hear finally, Matt, a confirmation. I think that Ravenwood volleyball did defeat the Brentwood Lady Bruins. State champions. So it is.
I tell you, I'm bringing a heater next time. We've got plug-ins right here. I'm bringing an electric heater. It's happening.
Well, I don't see any empty spots.
I'm making one. I don't need that monitor.
Who's in the truck tonight? Is that going to be Houston?
Houston's in the truck.
Oh, he's not in the truck.
Houston's not here.
Oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
That's good. Well,
okay, all right.
We're definitely got Creed.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, we have a special sponsor
And Creed.
Ben?
Sandwich Shop
Big Ben?
has donated some
Ben is not in the
undisclosed
truck. We get the brother-sister team.
find out exactly how much.
Brother, sister?
Jimmy John,
Oh, Ben is
Ben
in the
is
truck.
in the truck. Oh, I was,
Ben's in the truck.
no wonder he was
There is
going.
a problem.
represented by the Bruins tonight. Number 27, Jake Driver,
Well,
apparently quite the sandwich maker. And number 2, Jonathan Zayden, really good with a mop.
it is a great
Also, sports fans, your Lady
here on our
Bruins
WCTV
soccer
Game of the
team.
Week.
Your Lady
on a
Bruins
cold
soccer team.
weather-changing night.
Of course.
And Jacob
last Wednesday,
up here
beat
doing the
Brentwood
cameras,
to
shaking his
9-1
head.
to
Yes,
win the Region 6
it
title.
is definitely
They play tomorrow night at
been a weather changer.
tomorrow at 7 right here at Brentwood High School in a sectional.
What'd you find out? Fourth quarter, Matt. Martinez is going to get the first down.
I think Martinez carries for the Bruins. He's got a Vanderbilt Boone
And that is going to keep the drive alive. Matt, you know, if you're Brentwood, you're thinking 35-0 for Brentwood. And Franklin just wanted to be in the game in the fourth quarter. Well,
They're in it. They got to do something right here to stop them.
they cannot go down 3 scores.
have a chance to advance to the state tournament if they can beat Hendersonville right here in Bristol.
People are clearing out of the Brentwood side over here, not wanting to weather these elements. Most of the Franklin faithful are staying in their seats, though.
Wow.
And that is going to be 3 scores.
Yeah, absolutely. The fullback trap.
Gotta love it.
David Meehan.
And I mean, you know, look at the options they got. Meehan is definitely a huge option.
Yeah.
There's no reason for Ben Green to be out there.
Martinez, Caldwell. I mean, it's Ben Green, though, first one to meet him out there.
Yeah.
On to attempt the Clearwater Pools PAT. Number 12, Carter Jones. Ty Beasley will snap it. Andy Shumpert will hold it.
Shumpert
That might
to
be
hold.
the play of the week right now.
Absolutely. Woo, high snap.
I think
Nice
it's
job
my
by
vote
Jones.
with the fullback. And we're about to see some.
Your new score.
Let's see.
With 11:24
That's to make it
remaining
28-7.
in regulation.
You're about to see some old school Smath Mouse football right up the gut.
Franklin 7.
Fullback trap.
And that's
Touchdown Meehan.
that's 30 yards.
30.
And that's a lot of yardage for a fullback.
No doubt about it.
But there was no one within 20 yards of him, so he had a little head start.
Well played, young man. You deserve it.
Absolutely.
You know, you're blocking all year. Getting those minor concussions.
Folks, it is highly likely that Brentwood will host
You deserve that
a first
touchdown.
round playoff game next Friday right here at 7 o'clock. We find out for sure.
I'm going to go steal that blanket off that lady.
at 10 a.m.
Well, there's a few options.
Also a
I'm probably
I'm
sure.
just grabbing one.
streaming broadcast.
I know you can't outrun him, but you definitely could outsize him. There is a
I'm thinking I might have a
48
shot.
Bacon receives and returns the kickoff.
I think I could outrun you if I had to.
You think?
Let's line up after this right here.
No way.
Yeah, you would hate to be able to say that.
We race to the car, maybe, because I am freezing.
A race to the wing bar at
Yeah.
Select radio
Well, they're not paid sponsors, so you can't
Oh
say
yeah, I
it.
can't say it. I stopped myself.
tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Lord, we need sponsors like that.
Critchlow in the pistol. And there's Black, and he's
Hey,
got
I
a
mean,
burst.
he's got some moves.
He's got to,
Moves like Jagger.
and he's got to be nearing the 100-yard mark. And that is a big time.
Black on the carry. Tackled by J.B. Calton, number 8. He's got a first down.
I mean, you know,
into Bruins territory.
20
You
yards.
see the burst he's got. If you see it initially right there and just boom, right down the line. I mean, great job. Nice blocking.
Well, that's going to give Franklin an opportunity down to the 43 inside Bruin territory. Not a lot of teams are used to being down here. And there's Morrison. He's got a little pep in his step.
Nice 1-2 punch.
Colton Morrison carries for
Thunder and Lightning.
Yes.
What they call
You gotta-
CJ and Lindell White? What they call them?
I don't remember.
Come on, Lindell White, man. You
I know, but I don't remember what they did.
Unbelievable.
At the 31-yard line.
Vanderbilt has a big homecoming game tomorrow
Yes, they do.
against the University of Massachusetts.
That'll be like their Pepperdine game.
I tell you what, you know, if you're Vandy's homecoming, you're in big trouble. How many times were you homecoming opponent at Vanderbilt?
Just about every other week. It was like, that was back in the glory days of Vanderbilt football, and you got to just, all you got to do is name some of the coaches I played under, you'll understand. But I remember when Steve Spurrier went to the NFL and he had lost several games in a row in his press conference. They said something about, what do you think is going to, the difference between playing the big difference here with, you live this losing streak in college football and the NFL, and he goes, well, I don't get to play Vanderbilt once a year. Yeah.
Oh, the old ball coach.
Yeah.
And Black, that time, bottled up.
Tackled by number 78, Logan Teichman.
Teichman going both ways.
Coach Franklin knows in all seriousness, and so did Coach Bobby Johnson. They really did a lot to try to change some of that. Got them headed in the right direction.
Going to bring up 2nd and 9. This time, play action. Oh,
He's got a flag. That's a touchdown. But
wow.
I think it's coming back.
It's 2 flags back here in the holding area. And that was a stop and go route for Matthews. And that is holding
Franklin.
And Coach Webb wants to know the number. And he's having a
he's not exactly too happy.
Disagreement.
So get mad at yourself for throwing that ball before halftime.
That's going to be another 15 as Donnie Webb was outside the numbers. But there you see, you got to give Matthews credit.
He went up and grabbed it.
We said maybe his speed, but he's a smart route runner.
Yes.
And that helps him a little bit on the edge. But now you got the holding penalty plus the 15 yards unsportsmanlike on Coach Webb.
It's going to be 1st and long.
Not unless they called a warning.
They did not.
Oh, yeah, they called a sideline warning. There it is. So,
they gave him 15 for, I guess it's from the spot of the foul.
Well, if they get a warning, no penalty.
I'm with you. I'm just saying.
Unless it's a second one. Well, I see more than 4 people in the back. Backside screen.
That's a big chunk of change
that
right
is.
there.
To number 4, Tony Flemister. Tackled by number 2, Jonathan Zadig.
Well, the clock is going to continue to run. The touchdown catch taken away by the holding penalty. Critchlow does a nice job here. Flemister. Zadig on the tackle.
And I like how Flemister caught that ball and did not dance around. Got upfield, picked up a big chunk of yardage there.
Critchlow, plenty of time.
Good protection, wide
Matthews.
open across the middle, Garrison Matthews, and that's going to be a Rebel 1st down.
By number 85, Matthews, for a 1st down.
Mayer on the tackle. And that time, Matt, success was done by the offensive line. Plenty of time.
Yeah, well, there's been several times tonight where they've given him plenty of time and he's danced around. But
1st and 10.
no dancing this time.
When you can zero in on your favorite target,
Yeah.
it helps a lot.
You got your whistle. Matthews lined up a tight end there, but did not do quite as great a job blocking.
The safety blitz by Mayer, and he takes Colton Morrison down for a loss of about 6.
Number 1, Aaron Mayer, brings him down in the backfield for a loss.
Job by Mayer, just barreling down. Comes free, unblocked.
Loss of 5, 2nd and 15 at the 18.
2nd and 15 with 8 minutes left.
It has officially gotten colder up here, my Lord.
Oh, somebody's open.
Number
Don't force
4.
it. Oh, 87 Hayes, the intended receiver. And Critchlow did a better job, not only just getting rid of it, but not throwing to a blue member on the field out there.
Senior Derek Tigger, number 65, also pressure in the quarterback.
Blue man group are brewing.
Yes.
Well, 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15.
Critchlow, plenty of time again.
Oh,
He runs right in.
How does he get away from that?
Oh, he's got a chance
It
to.
looked like he's about to punt it there. Did you see that?
Well, Thetford runs him out of bounds. And
I almost think that's a time to force it on 3rd downs. I don't know.
Well, they're going to be short. And 4th down.
I guess you could force it here as well.
4th and 10. And Critchlow kept the play alive with his feet, gained 5 yards.
Out of bounds by Thetford.
And they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout.
So, Matt, if the game was held if this game was held in August, we would be thinking, man, this game's going by pretty quick.
Nice.
Because it's 30 degrees and the wind's blowing, this game is taking forever.
Well, I can tell you what's not happening behind us is we don't have the middle school football game happening behind us.
Yeah, normally you would have a little
a scrum of elephantine proportions down there of young men.
Well, young men and
a few young ladies.
The elementary school kids would jump in there and think they're got to show their worthiness. And well,
last year though, we were standing back there at halftime. I don't know if you remember this, but then that young man comes running at me. And, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I know I either just my shoulders at him, I might have yelled, and he fell down. It was pretty funny.
Well, this could be a big-time play for either team on 4th and 10, 7:46 in the 4th quarter. Critchlow going to throw it up.
Oh.
And he got it. Taylor.
That was a great pass. Had a man coming up in his face.
And that's
there again.
That's the difference, Matt. Into the wind with the wind.
Yeah. And again, 2-score game should be a 1-score.
The mistake that on the throw by Critchlow in the end of the first half, which gave Bruins life, and the touchdown pass by Marsalis. But here with 7:42, as you see, Critchlow had to make a choice, and he decided to go for all the marbles right in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Rebels. And if you want a copy of tonight's action, give us a call, 615-472-4032. $20 a copy. Hey, you can check out our website at www.c-tv.net, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I don't know much about Twitter. I
know it's one thing I don't need in my life.
No, I got enough going on. But I do.
I have a hard enough time keeping up with The Walking Dead. That's what I'm.
So check us out. Check things out on our YouTube page. I definitely know there's plays of the week and
that are awesome.
Games that are on there as well.
I bet you get those tweeted out to you.
Well, maybe.
The links, I'd imagine. That might be
I don't know, Larry. We need to ask some of our interns who are still of the younger generation.
Yes.
Not quite like our era. And they went off.
Oh!
And it is going to be recovered.
Yeah,
Defada.
that happened.
And he snuck him out there, Matt.
Nice try.
And
I don't think they were full, because if you look at Brentwood, they had all their guys in the first two rows up. Everybody scooted up. But I like it.
They were looking for that one big hop, and it
That
just
was well
didn't happen.
designed. I still am shocked in college football now. You can catch that off the one. You can fair catch that off the one hop now. It basically takes that whole play away.
And you can't even return it, can you?
No.
And the ball is placed on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 Bruins.
Well, Ben Green still in the game after the score.
Shocker.
And this is unbelievable, knowing you have a home field advantage playoff game.
You're up by 2 scores, more than 2 scores.
Coach Pemberton.
Clock's ticking. You got other people.
I mean, the only reason I can see him staying is if he's trying to break a single-season record, rushing record.
I don't think he is, though.
Oh, okay. He did break the individual game record this year he ran over 300 yards in Independence.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a lot of yardage. There's Green again. They're going to give it to him.
38 Ben Green carries.
Well, going to bring up 3rd and short. 6:48 and counting here in our 4th quarter.
At the 42. Tackled by number 22, Justin Cahan.
And here comes Mayer. Martinez. And he is stopped short of the 1st down. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
A host of rebels. Gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 1. At the 41.
Well, you got a big guy like Mayer, quarterback, and he's going to rumble big time for a 1st down.
No record.
Well, Matt, you went and checked with the coaching staff. Well,
They were wondering as well what he's doing.
Oh, okay. So the guys up top here joining us.
Apparently he made someone mad.
I got you. Well. Let's see. I mean, you got 10 guys in the box. And Martinez tripped up at the line by Garrett Bacon. As clock is going to continue to run. Franklin, Matt, you talk about theoretically being 21-14.
Yep.
They would love to get one more shot at it, and that is the indication of how cold it really is.
They can't be married.
She said, boom. Backside Ben Green leaning forward. Going to be close.
I think he's, I don't know. They'll have another down anyways. Yeah, they're not getting it.
So 3rd down.
That, the down marker guy got it there pretty quickly.
Yep. Blue team's got the ball.
Yep.
3rd and 2.
Mayer, the Winfrey's now in. We may have seen our last pass play by the Bruins. As Winfrey is going to break through for a touchdown.
You got to love it.
29 yards, quarterback keeper.
And Franklin just keeps crowding that line of scrimmage, putting a lot of guys in the box, and been fairly effective on a lot of levels stopping the run. But if you get past that, there's a lot of daylight. You're gone.
You got to wonder, Matt. I mean, when you open up the sports page tomorrow and you see the score, it really is an indication of how close it really was. No. It's a lot closer than it really was.
But, make it 35-14.
Your new score.
No one's going to remember it that way, though.
The Brentwood Bruins 35, the Franklin Rebels
14.
Ooh.
And look at that.
Huge run up the gut.
And really.
Looking around.
As always, that Bruins touchdown sponsored by Vaco. Call 324-VACO or visit www.vaco.com today.
It is cold.
It is a little chilly out here tonight. As next week, Matt, we are
hopefully inside.
We're going to be somewhere.
We're in a dome.
As the playoffs start. And these teams are for sure in Williamson County. Brentwood, Independence,
Centennial,
Page, and Fairview. Whoops. And that is, I believe.
Let's start at the 45.
Well, Bacon on the return. Well, so 5 Williamson County teams in the playoffs, Matt. Not a bad representation.
You know, Fairview, if they're able to get it going, they've got some firepower. They should go deep in the playoffs. Brentwood, same type of situation. You know, we've seen Independence look hot and cold.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes. Same with Centennial. You know, Centennial's got a lot of offensive weapons. A lot of teams can make some noise here from Williamson County.
Well, we got a lot of new faces out there for Franklin, Matt. I thought maybe, I guess after the last touchdown, they have kind of going to give some of these, and yeah, Creed, our director, slash producer, we have got to get in one of those next week.
Amen. Yeah, what is this? You just trying to rub it in our faces?
Unbelievable.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that is going to be 2nd and 3 after the carry. As Gardner. And, oh, man. Colton Morrison is going to fumble it.
I think Franklin got it.
Franklin got it back. That's Ross Gardner in at quarterback.
Brother of Grace Gardner, basketball standout at Grassham Middle School.
It'll be 3rd and 4 at the 49.
She can really hoop it up.
I think they're going to.
Number 7 for Franklin is Ross Gardner.
There we go. Gardner on the keep. And he is another Franklin Rebel that's had the injury bug happen to him a lot during his playing career.
Tackled by number 6, Aaron Martinez, and number 59, Adam Bedford.
Well, that clock's going to wind down to 2:40, and it is going to be, once that horn hits, it is going to be a race to the car.
I'm already gone. I don't think you need me here.
Well,
it'll be 4th and 2.
4th and 2. Timeout.
Oh, that just prolongs the agony.
There's 2nd.
Well. Timeout, and I'll give a shout out to the whole crew, Matt. Let's roll call.
Ben,
Big Ben, Josh,
Jacob up top,
Josh and Ricky down on the field, hanging tight. As then in the truck,
Big Ben,
Big Ben,
and Creed, hot boxing. No, they got the heat. That's what I meant.
It's 4th down and 2.
I'm jealous. I need a heater up here.
I think is that Josh
Is he
underneath the bag?
The bag?
Very smart. Well,
21, Colton Morrison.
that was 4th down, Matt. Didn't even realize it. I caught up watching Josh underneath the trash bag. I mean, that is, I believe this is his first game, is it not?
No, it is not his
No,
first
no, no. First game on the camera?
I know. He's been down there several times.
All right, well, either way, he's learning quickly. That is.
Pain is a great teacher. Or discomfort. That's not pain, just discomfort.
Gardner is going to try to move the Rebels. Morrison, oh, he is
going
stuffed.
nowhere.
That's England on the tackle. He's
Number 53, senior Ryan England.
had a lot of big plays tonight, a lot of big hits by England. And the clock is going to trickle under a minute and a half on our WCTV Game of the Week. It is going to be Gardner in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Looking nowhere. Thetford. Oh.
Flag on the play.
And a late flag. Going to have probably unsportsmanlike on the Bruins.
No doubt about it. Anything to stop the clock. That's what we need.
Little do they know, I happened to go to church with Adam Thetford, the linebacker for Brentwood. He would not be one to do something.
I think he just did.
Well, he did, but I you know what?
It was not malicious.
No, I don't. That it looked a little, you know. But either way, Ricky down there, he did not get the trash bag hint from Josh. He just put it over the camera. Gardner with the jet sweep. What was that? Number 11 on your roster.
Number 11,
Got a little bit of a limp.
Grant Taylor.
Tackled by number 9, Connor Wade.
And that, Matt, we got one more play in us. And I'm surprised that I haven't seen Coach Webb throw it up, let Gardner throw it a little bit.
Also in the game for Brentwood, number 88, senior Ford Galen.
The clock's going to run. Are they going to? They've got to take one more snap.
My toes are frozen.
Chase Summers. And number 76.
And Gardner going to hand it to keeper, and there it is.
By number 88, senior
For Galen on the tackle.
That's
the
way
clock
to
is
end
stopped.
his regular season career, senior.
And
that appears to be the final play.
And that is going to do it, Matt.
That is the final play.
It is going to wrap it up for our regular season here on our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees, Matt Hill, the whole WCTV crew. We'll see you next week for playoff action as the Brentwood Bruins are headed to the playoffs. 9-1 on the season, and your final score here tonight, the Brentwood Bruins 35 and the Franklin Rebels 14. And we'll see you next week for playoff action on WCTV.